Oh no, Scouse, that's a false alarm. The post definitely went through his house. I get told to get lifted, but they've not lifted him.
So I'm like, yeah, alright, sound, that sounds, no problem. I said, well, if you hear anything, then just let me know, yeah? So then just puts the phone down, forgets about it, and just goes about me. He's like, Lemo! So Levy, right, is what's happened. Levy, when he got off from man, right, when I said as well, lad, don't be saying nothing to no one. Don't be doing nothing, don't be calling, don't be taking, don't be doing nothing. But Rav phoned me up, man, and he's like, I'm not happy. I said, you're never happy. I said, what's wrong with you, lad? He said, Levy. I said, Levy. I said, what do you mean, Levy? He said, Levy's been texting me. I just thought in my head, oh, what are you on about? I said, when? He said, last night. I said, you were on the phone before, when you say nothing? He said, because I just remembered. He said, because I just looked back, I didn't quite read it. He said, now I've read it properly. I said, all right. I said, so what then? What's the problem? He said, have you read what he said to me? I said, no. I said, what has he said there? I'm thinking, anything, there's not one thing at all in the world now that would surprise me. There's nothing at all in the world that surprised me. All I'm thinking now is, however is he gone here? You don't want Levy texting you off his banner, do you know what I mean, after everything that's going like that. So I'm just thinking, no, what he said here, this could be anything, and you know what, my head's just gone, it's like proper fell off. I'm thinking, this could be anything at all, this could be anything, it could be anything. Yeah, so I said, go on, what then? So as he reads it out, he goes, kilt wearing haggard. so I just burst out laughing. And he just shouts down the road, you scouse fuck, and butter me. What I was supposed to say to that just sounds it. So I thought, so where are you anyway? So I phoned Levy. I'm like, where are you? He said, in bed. I said, what have you been doing? He said, lad, he said, I'm proper, it's like on winter patrol. He said, lad, everyone's the enemy. He's like, I was nearly done the postman. I'm just like, lads, what are you on about? I said, are you still up? He's like, yeah. I said, so what are you going to do? He said, lad, I'm going to stay up for days. I'm like, oh, lad, you know. I said, have you been the Crips? He went, no. I said, lad, I said, you better not have been. So I put the phone down, so I phoned the Crips. Crips like, what's happened? I said, has he been on you? He went through Levy. I went, yeah. He went, yeah. I said, what do you mean, yeah? I said, have you given me anything? He went, no. I said, well, what are you doing? He said, lad, he was outside the house last night. I said, yeah. I said, one time, he's like, lad, proper bells. I said, so what have you done? He said, well, what you said I could have. He said, I never had it. He said, so I had a quarter raw, so I was just giving it to the letterbox lad. I was like, lad, I said, go ahead. I said, take a quarter out for you. I said, it sounds, that's on me, that lad. He's going, lad, you should have heard him. I said, what do you mean? He's going, shouted at me. He said, lad, whisper his letterbox. He said, lad, be bears, like, who's that whisper his letterbox? And he, lad, he's horrible, man. Do us a favour, I went to ask him not to come to mine no more. Lad, I will lad, but you know what I mean? I'm like, I know, I'm like, sorry about it, lad. I said, yeah, I said, in fact, I wasn't, you can have half an ogle. I said, sound, yeah, there's half an ogle in the sleep fight. He's like, yeah, come on, there's other one, sound. He's not asking, sound. He'll just be having his bed to half ogle for about 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Phone Levy back, I'm like, lad, you're a cheeky little, and he goes, what, lad? He's going, lad, I've got cash on me right now. He's going, lad, right now on me cash. Lad, I don't even worry what you're on about. He's going, lad, he said, yeah, I'll take a picture and send you the cash now. He said, lad, that's exactly what I He said, you know, lad, I took a quarter of him. I'm like, yeah. He's going, lad, I'll send you the picture. I'm like, lad, how are you done off your banner? What are you on about? Who are you with? I said, I can hear someone in the back of the head. And he's going, what? He's going, nah, no one, you know, lad. I'm like, so who are you with anyway? He's like, lad, I don't know. He said, you need to get out of my ken. I'm like, why? I'm like, where's your bird? He's like, she's a man. I'm like, lad, what time's coming back? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, lad, are you messing? I said, who's there? So he told me, I'm like, lad, you're mad, you. I said, lad, when you say people, you mean there's you and 2 birds? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so what are you going to do if your bird just walks in now? He's like, I know, innit? And I'm like, lad, get them off the gaff now. I said, phone me up later on. I said, you up, lad, you know what? And you wonder why, lad? This is why no one likes you, lad. This is exactly. And he goes to me, lads, if I can be asked, listen to this off you now. I'm like, lad, stop texting people. Speak to you soon. Next thing, gets a call from Ezo. Ezo's like, what time, lad? I'm like, what time, lad? Ezo's like, was that you who did that to the York? I said, what? I said, no, it wasn't fuck, lad. I said, why did you ask me that? Proper dangerous accusations, then, lads, what are you smoking? He was like, oh, no, lad, because the day it happened, I phoned Robbie, and he said he was in the car on the way back to Liverpool from down the road. I'm like, lad, down the road could be anywhere. We call Manny down the road, you madman. Why would Robbie be in Corkies? I said, I think he went to meet some lad, you know what he's like, but fuck knows who. Definitely wasn't Robbie, though, imagine. Robbie turned up to the gaff in bright pink skin type vest, lad, looking at it. So we just both started laughing and pushed the phones down. Now, if you remember, me, Tosh, Levy and Robbie went down in 2 ringers, but then Robbie bailed as soon as we got there when Tosh and Levy hid. Then all that happened, didn't it? So that's how me and Levy and Tosh got our alibis, wasn't it? Because we got Chris and Robbie to ring our phones, remember? But obviously at the time, we just spoke to Ezo, and he didn't know what he'd done yet, but either way though, why would he even say that? Why is he telling anyone anything? So now like half flat because there's a lead now, obviously. You know, Ezo's not going to tell Plods, but he might tell his mates or whoever, and then what? That's us fucked, innit? So it's sort of half, not placed him at the scene, but it's put a bit of a little thing in his head, in Ezo's head, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, why he just said it? So what, he's in the spotlight and he's brought us in the spotlight. So if Robbie was there, then it goes out the doubt that there was a very good chance we was. So if you get me some fuming, but blends it, puts the phones on and rings Robbie. Lad, are you messing? Are you messing? Why did you tell Ezo you was down the road to take coke? He got it. What's all that about, lads? He's like, oh, lad, I know, but I didn't know like that was going to happen, did I? I'm like, so what? So what? It doesn't matter, you bellends. Lad, you're a proper mushroom. You knew it was a possibility. Now you've placed yourself in the limelight, and us three too, because everyone knows you're with us. Pathetic, lad. Proper joke that, you know, lads, I swear. You know, if we all get it because you, lads, oh, lads, honestly, lad, you're a proper muppet, lads. You better blend it with Ezo, lads, and do it today as well, I'm telling you now. Just tell him, what did you tell him where you went? Down the road. Yeah, well, that's what he said too, so, yeah, that's just sounding, so, you know, it's a good thing, because anyway, it could be down the road, just tell you he was in Manny or just past Manny, and you went on a date with a lad or something crazy like that, lads. Make sure you tell him today and blend today, lads. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want him telling no one on, lads, you know, end up getting nicked, lads, or even worse, proper wasted just because you can't hold your mouth, lads. Who even does that, lads? Lad, you know what? I'm half fuming with you, lads. So I push the phone down and thinking, this is going to be one of them days, I can tell already. So I'm sitting there talking, I want to have a little brew, and that makes you brew. That next thing you get a phone call, and it's like this weird international number. So I was thinking, who's that? So I wasn't even answering that. So in the end, curiosity gets the better of me. So I said, hello. She said, lad, it's Chris. I'm like, Chris, he says, what's happening, lads? I said, how's your holiday going? He's like, oh, lad, I'm in proper bad shit here, you know. I'm like, what? He said, lad, you know, it comes to Mecca. I'm like, yeah. He said, lad, well, I'll try to take some pictures. I said, of what? He said, like, Mecca. I said, what do you mean? I said, like, I don't know, but in my head, you know, lads, I don't know, or is that just me? He said, lads, I've ended up taking pictures. And once I, like, started taking pictures now, lads, all, like, people around me just started snarling at me and that. I'm like, where did you do it? He's like, lad, right inside. I'm like, what on? He's like, an iPad. I'm like, lad, you took an iPad into Mecca. Where'd you take it? He's like, down my kecks. I'm like, you took an iPad down your kecks. All right, so if you thought you could do it, why'd you put it down your kecks? He's like it was too big to carry. I'm like, all right. So I just pictured the scene. Everyone's like, oh, whatever it is they're doing, yeah. And he just whips an iPad out and starts trying to take pictures and videos of it. I was like, and what happens when lad just got stripped on? And he said, yeah. He said, lad, nick me. And he said, I've been in like this busy station thing for like 2 days. I said, have you phoned the embassy? He's like, yeah, they've got representation, but it's going to take them a while to get out and sort it. And I'm like, what? He went, lad, they're busy. He told me I'm looking at 5. I'm like, you're looking at 5 for that? He's like, yeah. He went, you're not even going to believe what happened as well in the airport. And when I got there, he said, I was on the plane and this bird, he was sitting in front of me all the way. She was like bevied and all that. So when we got off the plane, the customs fella or whoever it was, you know, like when you go to the terminal, has been saying something to her, so she's been fuming on it, you don't think it's his own one. Lad, you know what he done to her? He said to her, I'm going to give you one chance now, walk away. And she was like, what, who do you think you are? He said to me, I was just thinking, what's she on about here? Lad, 3 of them have come over to her. One was being proper horrible, went to her, have you had a wine on the aeroplane, have you? Yeah. She's like, yeah. He said, okay, well now I'm arresting you for importing alcohol into my country in your stomach. Ha, get on that. And she just got carted away. Imagine that. And I was just thinking, no way, that's a proper shout, that. And she's shouting, it was on the plane, they gave me it on the plane. And he's like, that's nothing to do with us. You've imported alcohol into a non-alcoholic country in your stomach. That's important. Imagine that. I'm just like, lads, if they're doing things like that, you are proper finished. And he's going, what? I said, lad, see if you can pay them off. He said, what do you mean? I said, lad, see if you can pay them off. I said, you know, they might be sad, they might be like, yeah, tell them you'll give them 10 grand. And if they say, yeah, phone me and I'll sort it, right? So I told you, lad, not to get tangled up and all that. I said, you know what you remind me of, lad? You remind me like that kid who's brand new out the rapper off 4 Lions. And he's going, lad, you're messing. I'm like, I'm messing, you're messing, lad. You're the one who's in a cell. You're the one who's in a cell for taking pictures on your iPad, lad. Not me. I'm messing. Lad, you should have researched it. You should know. You're supposed to know. Should have known all this. I wouldn't even do that, lad. And I'm not even religious, lad. So, lad, you know what? Crazy, lad. Just keep your chin up, chest out, yeah. And if we can get out of it by paying, then let me know and I'll send you the dough, lads, alright? He's like, go on, sound. I'm like, oh, he's like, I've got to go. I'm like, go on, sound, lads. Speak to you soon, keep your chin up, lads, yeah? So I push the phones down, right, and I'm just thinking, you know what? I can't even be bothered with today. Today's just going to be one of them days, so I mean, because it comes in threes. So I'm not even waiting around for whatever else is going to happen. So I thought I'm not even getting involved in the day, yeah? So turns all the work phones off and leaves me purse, and gets a shower. Gets dressed, comes downstairs, and sees a message off the flower girl for Dej's birthday, which is like 2 days, what I forgot about already. Now, the flower girl, right, is a belter. She's a belter, right? She's one of them birds who like does all gifts and accessories and that, so she knows like everyone I know, every like female I know and care about. She knows their birthdays and just gets around there. Doesn't even like send it to me, she just boxes it and then just bills me a few days later, do you know what I mean? So I told her about Teggy could ask his bird to marry him on her birthday. What she's done is, she phoned me up and she went through me, I've boxed all that. I said, what do you mean? She went, I've boxed everything. And I'm thinking, what are you on about? She went, I've sent the engagement and the birthday stuff to his. I was like, oh. So then Levy comes to mind with Tosh, and I told him about Robbie being a bella and telling Nizo, and they were just like, lad, it's sweet, how can you put that together off just that? And I'm like, I don't know, lad, I said, but the fact that he's even said it to me means he's taught it, you know what I mean? And Levy's just like, lads, down the roads anyway. He's like, Sam, lad. He said, lads, you know, if he's all says, and he said, lads, I'll proper do him. I'm like, lads, shut up. He said, that's not the point. The point is he's not going to say nothing to us, but he's got his own little firm, and so why wouldn't he speak to them like that, like we would about him, do you know what I mean, between ourselves? I said, you know, it's just something we can do without, innit? So he's like, he said, do you want to come for a scran? I'm like, yeah, come on, let's go for a scran then. So we goes for a scran, right, and everything sounds, it's all gone quiet now. So I'm like, Tosh, he said, get on this. He said, the police are looking for Dennis, and like, he said this morning, Rav told me that the busies went through his Mars and all that, you know what I mean? So they are looking for him, so they don't know that anything's happened to him, you know what I mean? And Levy's like, hell, lad, how old was Mar? I said, I don't know, lads, I said, you're about 80, so no, because Dennis is about 60, so, you know, plod burst in the gaffing like an 80, 85-year-old's not good, is it? Levy's like, no, it was a fuck, lad, he said, but, you know, he's probably used to it with Dennis as a kid. He said, wait till she finds out she's got an heart attack. I was like, oh, lad, that's heavy, that, you know, that's heavy. So Levy's like, lad, are we out or what? I'm like, no, lad, I'm meeting some bird later on. So she's like, lads, I'm out, where are we off? I said, Sam, listen, if go out and I said, all sweet, and I said, just don't be speaking around nothing to anyone, and don't be texting people chatting shit neither again. I said, I'm sick around to deal with your shit, lads, waking up to everyone all over because of you. So she's like, why, what happens? What do you mean, Scouser? I said, lad texting Rav led him off his barn, I call him fat Agnes smasher. So they just both start laughing. I'm like, lad, it is funny, but just swerve it. Do you know what I mean? Just swerve all that, because it's bad enough as it is, like, you're making things worse. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, and get on this, Teddy's asking his birthday, marry him on a birthday. So we'll probably have a wedding to go to soon if she says yeah. And if she does say yeah, then you know what he's like, he'll just like speed it up. It'll only be like a week or 2 weeks or something like that, or even like worst case about 2 months away. So, you know, we're going to do that then. Right, listen, I've got to go anyway, I'm going to speak to this bird, right? So I get off and go shoot some birds. So grab this bird for a mate and ends up going to mine, yeah. And said we're just staying in mine for like 2 nights. So I'm off the scene for a bit, just thought, you know, I'm going to have a little time out. So turns all the work phones off and just swearing at everyone. So then she gets off about 4 o'clock, 2 days later, do you know what I mean? And the flower girl phones me. She's like, I'll just drop them pleasures up for you. I said, did you? Yeah, I said, Sam. I said, what's you get at? She said, well, I got 2, didn't I? I got the birthday stuff and engagement stuff. I'm like, shit. What? I said, the engagement stuff. He said, what are you on about? I said, I never said that. I said, I only told that he was going to ask you to marry him. I said, he might not have yet, or like, she might have said no or something. If he hasn't asked her and you took that there, she's going to know he's going to ask you, and I'll just proper wreck the graft. She's like, lad, sorry at all, like you meant cover both of them. And I'm like, no, so I'm thinking, shit, I wonder what's happening there. So then the next thing, Degsy rings me.
Right, bro, I've got some good news and I've got a massive question. It's blown my fucking mind, mate. Right, listen, it's her birthday, yeah? I gets down on my knee and I've just proposed. Bro, I've done it. Yeah, I've done it, mate, yeah. I've fucking done it, mate. I can't believe it. I can't believe I've done it. Yeah, right, so, yeah, she said, yeah, I'm buzzing, mate. Happiest day of my life. Happiest day of my life, mate. Right, but how the fuck, yeah? So I'm on my knee, my door knocks. I get interrupted, I open the door. Presents galore and a massive bouquet with happy engagement. Oh, bro, thank you so much. But imagine that came before I actually asked. For fuck's sake, think in future, lad. Oh, I love you, bro, I love you. Thank you. Bro, I've got a big question here, and it's nearly as big as the one I've just asked her, yeah? You've been there all my life, bro, yeah? You've always had me back. I can't think of anyone that I want by my side apart from her, yeah? So, bro, do me the honour and the biggest favour I can ever ask of you. And stand by my side at my wedding, bro. I want you to be my best man, yeah? Don't come with all like you can't do no public speaking. You never shut up, bro. I want everyone there. Yeah, I'm gonna put as much into it as possible. I want this day to be a memory for everyone, bro. Everyone. It was something I said I'm only gonna do once, and if I do it, I'm gonna make sure it goes off with a bang, bro. Yeah, I need you to help me, G. I can't do all this on my own. It was hard enough me getting on one knee, mate. It was twice as hard getting back up. Bro, the door knocked literally while I was on my knee. How mad was that? You couldn't have got the timing any better. But imagine this, bro. Imagine I didn't decide to ask today. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, you would have put me in a dilemma there, lad. Well, thank you. Thank you, mate.
So now, obviously, I'm the best man for the wedding, aren't I? Do you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, that's down there. And he's already got it all sorted in his head. He's like, lad, I can't do this on my own. I need your help. I'm like, come on. Now, one of my mates owns the Isle Gladstone in Stanley Park. And like, it sounds a bit snide, but it sounds, you know, like a big glass house and that, proper sound and that. And when we were kids, we used to hang around in there because it was like a bombsy. And it was boarded up for proper years, so we used to like sneak in and hang around in there, but now it's all like beamed up and all that, so it's a proper belter, so I thought, you know, I'll sort that, so I said, yeah, lads, I'll sort that and I'll pay for all that for you, yeah, that's like my little present and all that for you. He's like, go on, sound, and he's like, send me some pictures, so I sent him all, he's like, oh, that was proper boss, and I'm like, you know, it's out the way, but it's not out the way, it'll be sound, and he's like, he said before, lad, bring everyone, so I'm like, sound, so just everyone's coming, I already know it'll be a proper laugh, you know what I mean, it'll be a proper laugh. There's defo from my side, gonna be like, me, Tosh, Levy, Robbie, Chris, who's out of jail, Ezzo might come, Marky might come, do you know what I mean, just, it'll be sound, we'll have a proper laugh, do you know what I mean. So he said, what do you mean, Chris in jail? I said that, so I told him, I said, lad, told me exactly what he was just laughing, just like, he's messing him. I said, I know. I said, getting caught taking pictures on an iPad and mecha, lad, swooped on by plod and just like on remand, proper dafty, lad, do you know what I mean? So then I can see I've got a message on WhatsApp, because on my phone, on my Percy, I've got 2 different WhatsApps, you can have 2 accounts on one thing, do you know what I mean? So I have one, and then I have another one and that, so I can see that it's Ethan. So I'm thinking, what does he want? I thought, you know what, I thought, what's happening there? I thought, what does he want there? So I said to the guy, I'll bring you back in a minute, lad. I said, my mate's trying to ring me now. He's like, go on, sound. So I said, Ethan, what's happening, lad? He's like, Scouse, what's happening, lad? He's like, can you come here on the weekend? And I'm like, yeah, it's sound. I said, we fly over Friday and stay over in Dublin for a long weekend. I'll let me sort all the arrangements out, the hotel and the flights and all that, and I'll let you know. But as far as I'm aware, lad, you know, there's loads of flights from Liverpool all the time, so I'll aim to meet us in the Temple Bar, bar 8 o'clock on Friday. But let me sort it all out first, though. He's like, who's coming? I'm like, well, lad, me, Levy, Tosh, and probably maybe Robbie, I don't know yet, lad. He's like, go on, sound.